Well, welcome to Lindsey Air Station 2024. Last time I was here, well, I was stationed here in 1973 through 76. It was the best time. I swear Lindsey Air Station was the best assignment you could get. So I was in the 2nd Mobile Communications group here at Lindsey. And we had our own shop, our own hangar. Later on, toward the end, for the last, I don't know, few months, I left the shop and decided it would be fun to create training material for the 2nd Mob. So I did that out of building A24, which is right over there. Now, this plant with a smokestack on it, a chimney, that was still here when I was here. That was the power plant, and I could come out and smell coal burning on the winter days. Now, this is where I would park my car. I briefly had a Mercedes that I would park here, and in the distance, that building right there, that's where I lived. Today it's a apartment building, beautiful apartment building, but that was my home for many, many years here at Lindsey. We'll walk on back and see if the entrance is still where I remember it to be. Let's take a look. And where that building is right there, that used to be the post office. That's where you could go and you had your PSC box. You could pick up your mail from home. It's a apartment building now. All right, let's take a look at the entrance here. So every day, around this corner, yeah, I think it's all different now. Yeah, it's locked. Yeah, but the banister looks pretty much the same. Looks like it's been modernized, but yeah, pretty cool. 40 years ago, Lindsey Air Station is gone, not forgotten. The ghosts of it are still here. You know, perhaps one of the most memorable streets, Straße, here at Lindsey Air Station is George Marshall Straße. Everybody will remember this. How many times have I walked down this? On the right, I think that used to be the bowling alley. Then oddly, I have a recollection that they moved the bowling alley upstairs. I don't know, maybe some of you guys will remember. But I'd walk down here right around this time of the day, which is close to 6 o'clock. And in the distance, I could hear the national anthem playing on speakers that I swear they borrowed the speakers from MASH, those tinny, horrible sounding speakers, you know, or I forget where the hell they got it, but metal speakers, and they'd be playing taps and lowering the colors right over there. And I'd never wanted to get stuck outside having to salute in the direction of the distorted, horrible sounding national anthem. So I would dart into the bookstore. The bookstore was right there. Spent many hours browsing, and sometimes buying some books. But of course, my main purpose was to come down here and go to the little BX. So this was the Lindsay BX, right where that door is there. And you could buy cigarettes. I'd come in and buy a pack of Marlboro for 25 cents a pack. $10 for a carton. It was a bargain. Lots of other things they sold in there at the BX as well. George Marshall Strasse. I know lots of people will remember this street and bring back fantastic memories. So I wish I could remember which building it was, if it was any of these. But I was looking for the NCO Club. You'd walk up the steps and there was a bar. That's where we would spend time having a beer after work. Downstairs from the NCO Club, you'd walk down these steps, and underneath was a place called The Cave. And The Cave was it was mostly soul music and a lot of ethnic, Lindsey Air Station members having a good time down there. I visited The Cave a couple of times, but I do remember the NCO Club. That building may not be here anymore. Pretty hard to tell. Hello, Lindsey Air Stationers. So everybody knows what this place is. I never figured out exactly what the Amelia Earhart is. I got the sense it's a privately owned and leased by the U.S. government. Never really sure. I know I could get a membership to the lounge, and they had cool parties down there. But most importantly, right across the street, Walter's Imbus. I bet you everybody at Lindsay had at least one bratwurst from Walter's. So here we are at the Pillstube. So this was my drinking spot, and a lot of us at the Second Mob would come down here at the Pillstube and hang out on Friday night, Saturday night, till closing, till 2 in the morning or whatever. Get pretty soused. Try to find women, usually not very successful. But this is the spot where we would hang out at the Pillstube. Let's take a walk down Dwight D. Eisenhower Straße. Some of you Lindsay alumni may recall some of these places. And I forget exactly who was stationed over here, what departments were here, what groups were here exactly in this part of the Lindsey Air Station. I think the hobby shop was here. So I'm not sure where, but I'm going to guess it may have been here. Maybe somebody will remember, give me some comments. But I did some work for Armed Forces Radio, AFRTS. I recorded some commercials for broadcast. And later I was able to get reassigned to AFRTS, although I ended up declining the assignment and separating from the Air Force. But I think AFRTS was probably in that building, appropriately labeled VHS, I suppose. But all of the good modern, I should say the older structures, are the same, still here, unchanged from when I was stationed here. But it's now pretty crowded with modern apartment buildings.